Figuring out Wikipedia. Okay, so what does Wikipedia mean? Well, wiki is the Hawaiian word for quick, and an encyclopedia is generally a set of books containing articles on various topics covering all branches of knowledge. So Wikipedia is a quick way for collaborators to collect information about all the branches of knowledge. Wikipedia is created by people all over the world. Literally anyone with an internet access can create a Wikipedia account. Experts, novices, even vandals. But have no fear, volunteer administrators help keep an eye on things and keep the vandals at bay. So there is literally a world of knowledge found at Wikipedia. But you might say that my teacher doesn't let me use Wikipedia as a source in my writing. Well, that's right, because Wikipedia is a tertiary source. A tertiary source is a compilation, a summary of information from primary and secondary sources. And in an academic setting, tertiary sources are used to gather background information on topics and conduct research. Tertiary sources are not considered credible academic research sources. So what makes Wikipedia a good tertiary source? Well, Wikipedia's core content policies really hold the key. All Wikipedia content is intended to be factual, notable, verifiable with cited external sources, and neutrally presented. So Wikipedia articles contain no original research. They're neutral, and all the sources are verifiable, thus making it a good tertiary source. Basically, there are two sides to each Wikipedia page: the space where contributors discuss what belongs on each page under the Talk tab, and the information that has been published under the Article tab. The collaboration happening within the Talk area can be very positive because it reflects a consensus. Not a bureaucracy, not a democracy, and not an anarchy, but a true consensus of what the Wikipedians feel should be in that entry. This level of consensus results in some pretty reliable information. The prestigious journal Nature reported that Wikipedia's accuracy for science-based articles nearly equaled the highly regarded Encyclopedia Britannica in 2009. But remember, Wikipedia is still a tertiary source, and tertiary sources are used to gather background information and during pre-search. They are not considered credible academic research sources. However, you can try using one or two of the references at the bottom of the Wikipedia page to begin your research. For example, on the Bowling Green State University Wikipedia page, there are a whole bunch of references at the bottom that can be used to start your research. Okay, but what's the catch? I mean, who pays for Wikipedia? Well, Wikipedia is actually a nonprofit organization, so all of that information really is controlled by people like you. The bottom line is that Wikipedia is a great place to start your research, but a terrible place to end it. Guidewire. Figuring out Wikipedia. Okay, so what does Wikipedia mean? Well, wiki is the Hawaiian word.
Powered by Video.